Wait. What? Whoa. Hi guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Empires SMP. So, last episode, we attended the royal wedding, we built ourselves a beautiful stable, and I did some magic, i.e. redstone, to make my enchanting area a little bit fancier. And seeing as I am now a certified redstone god, I'm going to do some more redstone today because, like, that's definitely me. I am the redstone god. No one can take that title. Do not question it. So if we come up here into our little village, I planned ahead when I was building this village, and as you can see, the path goes all the way around here, past the blacksmith, and round to this wall. Now in the last videos I mentioned that I was going to do something with this, and today we are. Now the thing I'm going to need to do is make myself a redstone door, a secret hidden door. I'm not sure really how to do that anyway, so I'm gonna go and follow a tutorial, and then I'll be back when I have something to show for it. Okay? Okay.
Many hours later.
So, after way longer than it really should have taken to do this, I have a magic trapdoor. So as you can see here, we just have this lovely mountain, just a flat face, but tucked behind here is a little lever, and if we click that, it opens the door. It currently goes to nowhere, but I thought it's a little cool little passageway. We can then do that to cover up. And what I'm going to do is grab a few different kind of like blocks like cobblestone, tuff and such. And I'm going to make the antler shape that we have kind of like on our banners, on our enchanting tower, all of that. I'm going to go make one of those in this wall to kind of like, it will just look like it's in the mountain, but it's actually the area to our hidden secret area. Okay, there we go. We have our stag antlers into the wall. You open that, makes a little tunnel in the middle. All I now need to do is kind of like decorate this area with maybe like another hill on this side. I just need to be careful on this side that I don't make it possible for villagers to get out. I think if I go get some like moss blocks and sort of like the azalea bushes and such and plant them around here, I can make this work and like make it blend in more, because I really like doing the whole stag things around the base. I like just tying in the different sort of stag elements, sort of hinting back to the great stag god Eeyore, which is the protector of Rivendell. But we had better go and grab some. Now, I'm not sure how much moss stuff I have in my chest, but I know over this hill I built that little moss area. Yeah, just over there. Okay, perfect. Oh god, oh. I'm very glad I have an elytra. Jesus. Ow. This area is so dark. Let me just pop down some torches actually, because I don't want mobs spawning in here. Wait. What? 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 What's happening? What? There's brick. What is this? I'm sorry. Hello? Ow. Yo. What is this? Is this just always been like down the back of my base? Whoa. Is this like some ruins or something? Wait, where those gold blocks are, it's the shape of stag antlers. It's the antlers I do everywhere. What? How? What? This is so cool, but also very, very creepy. Oh. There's a bunch of corruption. But how did the corruption get down here? Is there a nether portal? Well, that's not ominous at all. Okay, I guess I'm gonna read a book. The Clash of the Great Stags. 20 pages! Oh no, I don't know if I know how to read that much. Millennia ago, the ancient races of this world lived in peace. That was until the corruption spread, taking over the kingdoms it infected, wiping out entire civilizations, leaving nothing but ruin and destruction in its wake. Until the great gods of the lands came together to banish the corruption, thus ending the darkness, and saving the people who followed them. But in doing so, they expended almost all of their power, forcing them to fall into deep slumbers. All except two, Eeyore and Exor, the great stags. For years they ruled together, keeping peace and harmony, but Exor grew jealous of his brother's notoriety. As more people started to follow in his ways, the more jealous Exor became. As the two grew apart, their followers did too, tearing apart communities that once lived together. Eeyore and his followers believed in peace, equality, and preserving life, while Exor believed that not all were equal and shouldn't be treated as such. His followers often held horrible sacrifices of the weaker people in their kingdoms, before eventually being driven out by the followers of Eeyore. Banished from their lands, Exor and his followers set out into the world, conquering towns and cities. Burdened by the actions of his brother, Eeyore set out to put a stop to the terror Exor was causing. Gathering almost all the strength he had left, he engaged in an intense battle with Exor. Fighting raged for days between the two gods, seriously injuring both. After a grueling battle, Eeyore eventually overpowered Exor, and using the last of his power, imprisoned him and his followers deep within the mountain, never to hurt anyone again, or so Eeyore thought. Many years later, and the gods of old were nothing more than stories parents told their kids at night. Like most things, time forgets. A couple of elves played in the outskirts of their kingdom before they stumbled across some old statues and ruins, deep in the caves. Aelinar remembered the stories their father told them of the past, about the evil stag spirit Exor, and how he was banished deep into the mountains by the mighty Eeyore, and tried to convince his brother Conal to leave. But Conal, being the more rebellious sibling, refused to listen, and dove deeper into the caves. A great power seemed to be drawing him in, with a voice offering him great power and wealth if he helped free him. Years passed and Conal frequently visited the ruins, much to the protest of Aelinar. As time went on, the two brothers drifted apart. Conal became more violent, reclusive, and resentful, spending weeks deep in the caves. Aelinar eventually joined the High Council of his kingdom. The townsfolk no longer felt safe with Conal and his actions, banishing him from the lands. As the years passed, stories of a demon-possessed being that matched Conal's description flooded the city. People began going missing at an alarming rate. Eventually, through much sorrow, Aelinar knew what he must do, and set out one night to find his brother, and stop him once and for all. After making his way down the caves, he found his brother, surrounded by the remains of the missing people, and strange symbols on the walls and the floor. Aelinar no longer could see his brother, but just the monster that he had become. Large demonic horns grew from his skull, dripping in corrupted energy. Seeing how his brother had been corrupted, Aelinar called out to the mighty Eeyore to seek help in banishing the corrupted version of his brother. Battle once again broke out between two brothers, this time both champions of the great stags. After hours, Aelinar, with the power of Eeyore, once again defeated his brother. Knowing he couldn't just banish him underground again, Eeyore channeled his power through Aelinar, and together they opened a portal to another land, forcing Conal and Exor into the unknown, never to be seen again. As sadness began to overwhelm Aelinar, and offering some comfort, Eeyore used the remains of his power to wipe the memories of everyone in the land. No one would remember the evil caused by his brother Exor, or by his champion Conal. Life continued, and Aelinar set out to explore the world and meet new people and places. Upon reaching the end of his life, his soul, now bonded with the great stag spirit of Eeyore, would pass on to a new host. The prophecy says that when the world needs them, Aelinar's new being would be reminded of his past life and set forth to stop the corruption, plunging the world into an eternal winter if Exor and his newest champion were not defeated. What? That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. I've always wondered why, Eeyore was a big part of everything, and it kind of came to me, kind of fell in my lap with the whole deer stag stuff. But does this mean that I was Aelinar in a past life? Is that why the demon's not really shown himself? Am I related to the demon? Wait, what's that? Golden stag horns? Are these for me? They feel familiar, and I don't know why. They fit so perfectly. This just feels right. But I've lived here for years, centuries, and I've never known about this place? I don't understand. The book does say that when the world needs them, I would be reminded of my past life. Is that why I found the ruin today? Because the corruption is spreading? From what I know, the demon's name is Zornoth, and he came to this world with Shovel, who came from another world. So that was the world that Conal got banished with XR, and I'm assuming like Aelinar, Conal passed, but now their new champion Zornoth is possessed or corrupted by... Oh, this is a lot to take in. From what I know, Zornoth has had limited abilities. He can spread corruption, he can summon some things, but he's not really been able to do too much. But that's because the dragon... I mean, we've just been very lucky so far that we've never killed the dragon. We've managed to get to the end and explore and get Elytra without it. But whatever happens, I need to make sure that dragon doesn't die. Because while I'm capable of living in the cold, I don't think I can deal with an eternal winter. Oh no, I've got to get help. I don't think I can do this myself. I don't want to touch anything. I've taken the antlers, but outside of that, I'm going to leave everything else here. I'm also going to just cover that up for now. I don't need the wrong people finding that. This is a lot. If there was ever a time to need a secret hidden place in my area to like keep things, now is it. Definitely the right project for today, because oh my goodness, that's a lot to deal with. Okay, so since the last clip, some things have happened. I have been on stream and I have hollowed out a bunch of the mountain, and I now have the materials in my inventory to kind of like make it look cute and sort of spruce it up a little bit. But something else happened on stream. I finally met the demon, but it was weird because aside from a couple times, he just sort of stared. Like, he didn't speak, he didn't say anything. The demon just stared. You're kind of ruining the moment here. So I'm starting to think that the book is right. I have a feeling that's kind of my brother. It's a weird thing. It's really weird to say. We need this safe room. We really do. So as you can see in here, it sort of opens out into a bigger space. I've got this ledge here, and then down there I've managed to get it big enough to put the stag horns in. But I think eventually I want to replace these and do it all with gold. Obviously it's just dark because it's a placeholder block at the moment. I've got little stairs down there, and then I'm going to put, I think, my throne in here, and then build a table down the middle, and then I can put some like chairs along the sides for other people for when we come for meetings and such in my kingdom. And then along the back and such, I can like put displays of like armor stands, I can put things on the walls. It's going to be great. But for now, I have a bunch of different materials to do the walls in, the roofs in, and we're just going to jump into the time lapse of me doing that. Okay, after me messing up a little bit of my time lapse, so that's why there was kind of a jump, we are done. So on the outside I have decorated all of this. It honestly just looks like it's like a cute little kind of stag mural with a little garden. But tucked away here, we click that lever and we can come in here and we can see my throne. I went for this cool like golden quartz thing, and it also again fits the kind of like stag antlers style thing. It sits perfectly in the middle of the big antlers, which eventually I will change them into gold. I just need a lot of gold to do that. Or I might change it into like gold and white so it stands out more. I'm not sure. I'll play around with it. But down here we just have a little table with 6 chairs on either side. Because let's be real, I'm not going to be friends with more than 6 people at a time. I'm lucky if I have 2. But here we go. We now have plenty of space to display our treasures and such that we find. And one of such things I want to display are going to be the antlers, because I don't need to wear them right now. While I have them and they're great, I think I should save them for either like special occasions or if I'm needing to deal with Zornoth. Okay, I have placed the ancient staghorns here. They're kind of hidden away, but that means when you come down here you can see them. I've just popped them on this shelf right now, but I think they look super adorable. Hopefully they're safe there. As I said, this is a secret bunker, so they should be. I can't see why they wouldn't be. It's great. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Empires SMP. We managed to discover some of the backstory behind Zornoth, who is actually somewhat related to me. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that, but yep. We also built ourselves a brand new secret bunker where we can conduct all of our empire meetings. I can collect information on the other empires and display them here, and also store my prized possessions. But if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, hit the notification bell so you do not miss a video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!